It puts
Why
it
don't
on.
you have some Colombian food?
No, but now I'm eating Colombian food and that as well. We're doing
Frijoles,
frijoles and
arepa.
stuff like that.
Could you cook Colombian food?
Oh, fuck. I
Yeah?
love cooking as well, yeah. I can cook.
Like-
Yeah, he's a good cook though. He's a good cook.
I can cook Colombian food, proper all vegan style and stuff.
Yeah. Even let's move on, like, even talking about some of the real stuff, yeah? Do you guys think, let's see what he's gonna say with this question, yeah? Because this sounds like a far-fetched thing, yeah? Do you guys think, yeah, like, this world, the whole world, could ever be a perfect place? Like, do you think it could ever be a peaceful place to live on, like?
Yes.
Perfect way.
Definitely.
Talk to me.
So we came out of the golden. It was like that before, and it's going to be like that. So it's prophesied.
Because a lot of people feel like, because of everything that's going on, people in different parts of the world doing things, distracting the world. What do they call it? Yeah, that the world is going downhill rather than uphill.
No, the world is coming to a head. It's coming to a point of where we're realizing the darkness that we've been into, and it's like what I was saying before, like kind of realizing where you're into is the point when things start to get better. So it, you know, in some senses, I hear that fear, and when you are living in fear, that you naturally think, oh my days, it's getting worse. Actually, no, we are starting to realize what we've been going through,
I feel like
it's going to get better, and it's going to get better over time. It's going to get better with technology. It's going to get better with. It's going to get better with technology as well. It's going to get better when people become more self-sustainable. It's going to get better when more people are homeschooling their children again. You know, and that will be helped by things like AI and stuff like that, because they'll be able to stay at home. They'll be able to do cryptocurrency and stuff like that, for example, as opposed to having to go to work for somebody. And we're going to start to find people that are more aligned, less stress. Remember, a lot of the stress and things that we have in
there's
society.
so much stress around the world as we speak.
It comes from having to pay bills. It comes from having to pay bills. It comes from not having enough time or a good enough job to make enough money to pay the bills you need. But with free energy, with jobs that you can work from home and spend more time with your family.
I've got this theory.
Well. A lot of these stresses are going to start
again, perfect segue again, perfect segue again. I've got this theory, again, me, I throw things out in the universe. And before I say some of these things, for the viewers, people that might be watching, I'm saying this is my personal opinion. Don't shoot me down. This is my personal opinion, innit? Yeah?
Go for it.
So I've got this. It's not even that controversial, innit? It's funny. I've got a feeling, you see how you say things are changing and people slowly. I feel like, you see how 2020, how everybody was saying, most people anyway were leaning towards that energy, 2020, even though people usually say on the new year, new me and stuff like that, but I felt something literally happening. People are really starting their businesses. Yeah, I felt this energy going into 2020, like slowly things are changing. People starting their business. There's people literally, like I said, not people just saying this is a new year, but 2020 I felt like this was just going to be a new year at the beginning of some people's real independence, to real start living a independent lifestyle. Boom, coronavirus comes in. Coronavirus. I feel like, to not say too much, I feel like the government has done that. Yeah. However, people when I say with the story, I feel like, again, to not say too much, whatever, to not say things that I don't know. I feel like, to keep it simple, I feel like obviously the government, one of the main things is to control us, innit? It's like an umbrella to keep us all controlled, innit? However they want to do it in this Babylon. So I feel like the government started realizing this, you know what? Whoever the powers be in it, they start realizing, seeing these people like, rah, these people are actually rising. People are becoming independent. Social media, people are becoming millionaires. People are actually making money. Life change now, from making money to life-changing money quick. Within a year, you can become a millionaire, and slowly, people are popping up, like you're saying. Things are changing. So the government probably, the way I look at it, the government probably looked at it and be like, you know what? Let's throw the spanners in the work. Let's throw something called maybe a virus, coronavirus or something. Yeah, again, this is just, I'm thinking. Okay. Let's test people. Let's test how together people really are. Yeah. Let's test how woke, how big number of people really get together and be like, this is bullshit. Let's sit together. Let's test it. But now, certain people in the government probably sitting back, delaying lockdown, all of that. Probably certain people are sitting back saying, no, I knew it, man. They're still divided. We got them, man. It's cool. Because people are still like, stay in your house. Your moms, all these people are saying. So now the government... To be honest. That's what I'm thinking, something along those lines.
All those people who
had... It's more like a plan, though.
You get
more like not realization of
exactly.
More like
like a plan.
All those people who had businesses, that their businesses were ethical businesses, those businesses are growing. The coronavirus didn't stop business from growing. It stopped unethical businesses from growing. Yeah. So what happens is that during a time where we could start to learn about ourselves and start to develop our business acumen, we were allowed to do that. And now we have to move to taking the skills that we've learned and put them into ethical businesses that can actually help to benefit all of us, and not just individuals as an individual, but in everyone as a community and nation. And I tell you that through my own personal experience of working and seeing people, so again from the two sides. If we're watching the news and we're watching how many people are losing their businesses, because those are the types of people.
It's depressing.
Small businesses as well.
But those are the types of people.
The ones.
Those are the types of people that are watching the news. The types of people that are not watching the news are invested their time and energy into things that are helping and continuing to help. And I would say for us as like musicians, it's been a very testing time when it comes to doing performances and stuff like that. But we've had a lot of time to grow and a lot of time for the industry itself to start to rebalance itself and to create new platforms for new artists. And since then we've been doing some online gigs and stuff like that.
Exactly what I'm saying. To test people, are you gonna really keep on re-evolving, like finding different? Now it's like like what I said.
Red pill, blue pill.
Now, what are you gonna really do now? Let me throw the Spanish in the work. Are you really gonna start, like you're saying, you're doing more stuff? You're still evolving, rather than certain people saying, and people are going like that. Some people are going like that. Some people are going like that. What? Some people are rising.
Yeah.
What's next? Some people are like,
So the thing is, it's all perception.
You know what I mean?
It's all perception, and we don't believe in the government. They're gonna sound weird, but we don't believe in the government. We believe that the government are just all actors, and they're just reenacting a script that we need to be able to see to trigger us, to make us to move in a certain way.
I say on camera.
So I don't
know what symbiotic is.
We're not really. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna. We're not. No, because I just want to keep it just to the facts. That's why things that are happening just now, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Like and we're not. Oh, sorry, I got cut there and I completely forgot what I was saying. I was saying that we don't really believe in the government like that. We have a perception that the matriarch is one that's controlling this whole system, and that she's guiding us through some terrible stuff that we need to pass through these tests, and then through these tests on the other side,
because they sleep.
On the other side of those tests, we actually grow and learn from them, and we actually purging the dark parts of our shadow as a nation worldwide, as people all together. We're purging those things through these archetypes. We're calling the government. Really, they're not there. Really, our voting doesn't work. Really, none of that's nothing. Really, it's just a system, maybe even an AI system that is pushing us through that. However, that system is also part of a spiritual network as well. And within that spiritual network, it's a journey for us that we have to go on as well. So because we look at it like that, we don't hate the government, we don't hate what's going on. In fact, we're looking for all the positives. What positive is coming out of this, and where can we actually fit in?
That's the highest test. Can you foresee everything and rest your heart and see who you really are?
Can I ask you a question, right? Yeah, because it's just reflecting back to us what we want, right? And what's happening now with the code, you know about the codes.
The normal flu, the code, right?
No, not the flu, just the codes of how that the big technology right now, they're able to censor artists. They're able to. One of the examples is like Donald Trump. They're able just to censor him. Twitter. They did the same thing with Wiley.
Yeah.
So basically, these big companies are now writing codes that, like, in the future they say, we're gonna have self-driveless cars. This is all code. So how do you feel like the code is gonna be beneficial to the people?
The code is already beneficial, because when I'm online and I'm talking, the moment I'm talking hate about anybody, I'm not in the heart chakra. Yeah. So if I'm online and I'm going, oh this and oh that, and oh we got to do this and that. If I'm doing that online and I'm being put down,
she's manifesting.
Yeah, and that, I'm not just manifesting that into my life, but I am putting my energy into negative force. Like no personally.
Okay, so
people that has been so
which is dramatic.
So basically that I'm saying he's saying. For example, like the algorithms, when you're trying to speak freely and you're being controlled, the control is more like a stabilizers on a bike for you. You understand? You was about to drop off the bike, and it actually come in and it locks your thing off because you was going too deep in there. So you see, we are activists.
Also, words you keyframes. So you wouldn't use word. You can use it differently in code.
Yeah. So we
instead of pedo, you write P.
Yeah. So you don't have to even do that.
You don't have to write corona because you know you're gonna shut down.
Yeah. So we as activists don't need to talk about anything about that. Yeah. If whilst we're, for example, I'll use a big distraction. Last year we had Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter was actually something from before that as well. It's been working its way up for a time. They've been putting this programming out. They want you to be angry. Or
that state of fear.
Argue. The matriarch is testing you with anger. Now, if you succumb to that anger, you've lost your own personal journey.
Yeah, true.
At those times, when those things were going on, I did speak about those things, like online. But I never, ever, ever spoke in a way that was directly to one of those events or things. But what I did say is this, is that, like, what we're seeing here is not nothing that we've not been seeing for a long time.
It's the same plan.